Hello everybody, we're back again. This is going to be a bit shorter of a stream, most likely. Just got some cleanups to do, and it's a lazy Sunday stream with a bit of a later start, so... First off, Emma, what do you have to say? The answer, by the way, is abso-fucking-lutely nothing. We murder Owl, she has nothing to say. But we can give her some drink.
Sekiro.
これは猿酒ではありませんか。
何がおかしいのだ。
まずはいただきますね。
It burns!
そう、お猿。私は猿には何かと縁深いのです。
猿と。
はい。何せ私は猿に拾われた子です。
She's not exactly wrong.
幼き日、戦場跡に一人、私は呆然と立っていました。何も泣くことも怒ることもできず、ただ呆然と。そうしたら猿が握り飯を食っていた。
猿がか。
はい、それはうまそうに恨めしいと思いました。
If you remember from the sculptor's story, you can piece some things together.
とてもうまかった。
This is the same story from her point of view.
誠に親切な猿でした。
Okay.
では。
You can eavesdrop.
あやつは強いな。私も核ありたい。
Amazing eavesdrop.
狼。
ご無事で何より。
Oh hey, what's up? Nice.
切りました。
Yeah, you were looking. It looked like you were pretty close to doing that, so I'm not too surprised. But it takes a while through that way. Honestly, it's not the fastest fight, even with a well-upgraded weapon with a +2 battle axe. That is not surprising. Iron Golem is not the best designed boss. Oh, that's fun. Is it coming back online? Okay, back online. I just lost connection for a second. Internet is not doing well. God, I haven't upgraded internet recently, and it's still not doing great. Yeah, Kuro's talking about... Oh yeah, there was a tree and we needed it, but it withered and lost connection again. Yes, Owl had taken a branch. But we got that branch from Owl. Go us. Ah, there's so much talking in this point of the game. Huh, it's funny because it keeps saying I'm losing connection. Weird. And yeah, Iron Golem is just... I mean, I'm glad it's not a horrifyingly difficult boss, considering Sen's is pretty nasty, but... It doesn't have much of a spark to it either, it's just a big metal dude. It's not like Quelaag, where Quelaag is a cool boss just based on design and the cutscene, even if the fight's kind of straightforward, to put it nicely. Page's diary, an old diary entry written by Takeru's page. Lord Takeru held his arm while the incense burner attempted to cut it with a sword. But incredibly, his wound healed instantly, and not a drop of blood was shed. Lady Tomoe said, "Without it, your blood cannot be spilled. What could be referring to, I wonder. Why do they give this at this point and not before you found the Mortal Blade? I don't know.
さて、我が血を流す術
I'm not the biggest fan of this game's just plot story.
エマ殿に聞くのはどうでしょう。
Like, we already know it's the Mortal Blade at this
人の体
point,
に明るいか。
but it's just
確かに
dragging it
そなたの
out.
言う通りかもしれぬな。
お主に尋ねたいことが
はい。何でしょうか。
巫女様の血を流す術だ。
Way to phrase it, Wolf.
何故それを求めるのですか。
宣教に竜の涙を手に入れ不死立ちを果たす。そのためには巫女様の血がいるのだ。
God, the part we're doing today in Sekiro, though, is
確かに
kinda bullshit in how just hard it is to find. I completely missed it my first playthrough.
ですが、あなたはそれをな
Because
す
you have
術
to
をお持ちです。
eavesdrop on the divine heir at the right time, which I didn't even know you could eavesdrop on him. Mortal Seventh scrap, part of the Book of Immortal Servants left behind by Takeru. With Mortal Blade in hand, my blood may be shed. With my blood, the aroma will be complete, the divine realm will be in reach. Mortal Sevenths will be at hand. I must ask Tomoe to assist with the beheading. Now, isn't that ominous?
タケル様が記されたものか。
はい。不思議りならば、流因の巫女の身に傷を負わせ、血を流すことも叶うでしょう。
わかった。これで不死立ちがまた一つ。
Yeah, we're gonna have to eavesdrop on him at the right time, talk to Emma in a different place, talk to Emma in a different place, eavesdrop on Emma some more, and then we can finally get a part of the game with an entire extra boss and some of the remaining prayer beads. It's just so much crap.
巫女様、源の香の花手に入れました。
おお、やはり落ち谷に咲いていたか。
Also, this is...
はい、落ち谷に。
The thing with this game I'm not a fan... Like, one of the few things of Sekiro I don't like is these two parts where you return to this specific spot in the game and just, like, mega dialogue dump. Sit through 20 minutes of talking. Maybe not 20 minutes, but...
その背中の刀はもしや。
I don't know, dialogue dumps in a Souls-like game just feel wrong.
死なぬ者を殺すという刀か。
はい、仙宝寺の越智の巫女より授かりました。
Okay, so here's a question for you.
仙宝寺。
This is just something I was thinking about recently, because I'm playing my way through 3 houses, Fire Emblem 3 houses.
その末に生まれ。
It's actually my 4th time I'm playing through the game, but finally getting around to doing the 3rd house, because I did one of my favorite house twice. Yeah, I know you said you like RPGs. Have you actually played Fire Emblem, though?
巫女たちと言ったか。
はい。
It's not exactly an RPG, but...
されど。
Yeah, it is a boring
生き残
part.
ったのはただ一人にございます。
流因は
Especially because a lot of this dialogue isn't even telling us anything new. It's just repeating shit we've already done, basically.
不死立ちなさねばな。
御意。
狼、エマ殿に
Yeah, I
話
spoke
は
with
聞け
Lady
たか。
Emma.
はい。
どうじゃった。何か分かったか。
不思議りならば叶うと。
そうか。不思議りな私の血を流すことが叶うのだな。
はい。
これで香の材料はすべてであろう。狼よ、香を炊くとしよう。
御意。
Burn the essence.
巫女様。
I haven't played Fire Emblem. I would really recommend it. And I think 3 Houses is actually a good starting point for the series.
不思議りを
My favorite game is still Path of Radiance, although by a small amount.
目を閉じてくれ。
Also, super dramatic cutscene incoming.
もう良いぞ。
Dramatic.
狼。
大事
At least there's a cool glow now. But yeah, like, I do like Path of Radiance a bit more than Three Houses, but I think part of that is just nostalgia. It also has really good story and characters, but I mean, Three Houses' story and characters are really stinking good. I do think Three Houses is a bit bloated at times and can kind of go on for too long. Fire Emblem, it's all Nintendo as stuff as far as I know. Although apparently it's actually kind of impossible to get your hands on Path of Radiance and its sequel, Radiant Dawn, even if you have a Nintendo system. So, honestly, if you want to play it, I would just emulate it at this point. TBH. But Three Houses is on the Switch. And Three Houses is, I would argue, possibly the best installment in the franchise. It's a damn good game. Also, crazy amount of replay value on Three Houses. I put pretty sure over 300 hours into the game, and I still haven't completed everything. Did I get all this? Yeah. I definitely recommend giving Three Houses a try. The characters and the story are incredibly good. It's amazing. The gameplay isn't bad. They do some cool things with it, and it is still fun. It's just... it can get a little grindy. Not horribly so, and you can honestly avoid the grind if you really want to, but it can definitely get a little grindy. Also, I don't know, it's just, compared to some of the other Fire Emblems, especially the old, like, classic Fire Emblem, not modern Fire Emblem, modern Fire Emblem all has this problem, where modern Fire Emblem is universally kind of grindy, and a lot of the levels feel sort of similar. Like, they still have some standouts, but I think Fire Emblem Three Houses is in some ways the worst of it. It's actually not the worst in terms of grind, but in terms of just, yep, you've seen this map 100 times, here's another level on it with maybe a slight twist to it. Three Houses is pretty bad about that. But I still don't think it's that much worse than Awakening or Fates. I miss classic Fire Emblem, though. I have played Monster Hunter World, actually. I'm actually thinking of streaming it again, because it's been a while since I played it, and there wasn't any new content last time I did play, which was... I think they had released Furious Rajang and Raging Bracadillos. Actually, did I ever beat Furious Rajang? I don't remember if I ever fought Furious Rajang or not, but I did fight Raging Bracadillos, and Rajang can go fuck itself anyways, so... Yeah, I played Monster Hunter World. The grind is pretty Herculean, though, it's true. Though, actually, I'm gonna say this. I think World's grind is not as bad as previous Monster Hunter games. Not that I played a ton of those, but I played Tri on the Wii, and I played 4 on the DS. Holy shit, the post-endgame grind in those were so bad. Like, in both those cases, I got to the end of it. Like, I beat the game to the end of the story, got into the post-endgame stuff, and it was just like, yeah, grind for 5 hours just to get a new frickin' set of armor, and that'll be obsolete soon. And I'm just like, no, fuck you. And then I never played the game again. You're still during... I think you're still in the story. Okay, yeah, you're still in the story. Yeah, you're in base story. So where I'm at is complete base story. Did, like, all the shit in the base game before Iceborne came out. Then I did Iceborne, and I completed the base story. And then I completed all the updates that had currently come out, and then I grinded a bunch more, trying to get some good decos. And by that point, that the next update came out, I was kind of burned out. Also, Safi Jiva. I kind of hate Safi Jiva, and grinding that extra burned me out. Nergigante is really fun, though.
狼殿調べをそれ
ミコ
はい狼
I have to rest. There it goes. I do like Monster Hunter World a lot, though. It also feels way better than the older Monster Hunter games. The older ones just felt so
狼
clunky.
九郎様を殺さぬ道
Which in some ways is part of the
そ
charm,
の
but
手がかり
also
をつかみま
moves Monster Hunter way more. Tomoe's note. Note written in Tomoe's soft handwriting. Lord Takeru's coughs are worsening still. Returning to the Divine Realm is hopeless, and I only wish only to sever the dragon's heritage and return his humanity. Restoration requires the ever-blossom Immortal Blade, yet I cannot acquire the latter. It was hidden by the High Priest of Senpo Temple, who has no desire to sever the immortal ties.
人が
What? Monster Hunter weapon-wise, I'm a bow
書
main.
かれています
I was a dual blade main, and then I discovered that bow suits me even better. But honestly, I kind of play all the weapons. Like, longsword I played a bunch of.
以
I've
前お伝えした
sort of tried greatsword, and I enjoy it, but it's not suited for me.
タケル様
I
の
like
成長より
lance, but I'm dog shit at it.
です
I have a bunch into dual blades.
何者
I actually have
か
a
が枝を
fair amount of light bowgun, but that was almost all Kultaroth. I don't use it outside of
毒
that.
桜は
Heavy bowgun, a decent playtime on. Actually, an okay amount on hammer and insect
そのもの
glaive.
が失われてしまう
But I'm mostly a bow main.
木そのものがない当然に床桜の花もないか
I think like half the players are a longsword main. And I get why. It's honestly, it's a good weapon. It's really well rounded. It has no bad matchups monster-wise. And it's just
床桜
fun.
の枝とは
But bow suits me really well.
父が
I tend to be hyper aggressive and like just moving around and attacking constantly, and bow fits that to a T.
花はもうないようですね
どうした
いえ床桜があった頃のことを思い出そうとしているのです
Hammer's kind of
どう
fun.
も記憶がおぼろ
I
げなんです
occasionally run hammer just because there's an inherent pleasure in smacking a monster with a big thing on a stick, but
床桜の後にあるタケル様と
I don't know.
殿のお墓を
hammer's just a bit too slow for the way I tend to play.
何か思い出せるかもしれません
I have a friend that he started as an insect glaive main but ended up becoming a hammer main, so I asked him why, and it's just sort of like, I don't know, hammer goes bonk. It's like, fair enough, I guess. Though, God, I'm trying to think what my friends play. I only have 3 friends that ever played Monster Hunter, and one of them barely even got into the game. Interesting. I didn't have that much trouble with the Elder
その
Dragons.
ような道しか
おい
I think I might have still been playing Dual Blade at that point.
いらしていたのですね
I'm trying to remember what build I was running at the time. That was so long ago.
あいにく何も
何も
Honestly, if you're hitting a wall, it's possible you just need to update your gear.
すみません
Hammer does indeed go
私
bonk.
の
Like,
古い友ならば
anytime anything I've heard from a Hammer main is basically just like, yeah, Hammer go
何かを
bonk.
知れませんあれでらで症状と会ってきます
Yeah, like if you're hitting a wall, it is possible you just need better gear. I know when I first hit HR monsters, I sort of ran into that, and I actually managed to struggle through a really large portion of the game with horrifically out-of-date garbage dumpster fire gear, getting one-shot by everything. And it's kind of hilarious. The best at playing the game I've ever been was during that period. Because I kind of had to be just to get through it. But I eventually got better gear and things just honestly got downright easy compared to what it was before. Also, I don't know, like some basic things that you may or may not be doing. If you're not eating before every mission, you definitely want to do that. A maximum food boost is a lifesaver. I also like running health increases. Max potions can be good to have around. Trying to think. Also, damage. Monster Hunter is very damage heavy and damage important. Like, honestly, if you just have really high damage, you stagger the monster more, which means you get more damage in, and it sort of snowballs. It's also the reason why if you see speedrunners kind of just, the monster doesn't even get to attack. They have the stagger values down to a T and just chain stagger it to death. It's a little insane. Watching a speedrunner is like, am I playing the same game as this person?
お前さんはそれでいいのかい。
私にはわからぬのです。不死立ちをなすためには九郎様とあの方そのいずれか
Oh no.
死なねばならぬ。なぜそのような道しかないのか。
だからそいつを隠すのか。
Possible.
これを渡せばあの人
Though it's... Like, I've never actually seen you play, so I can't... I obviously don't know anything, really, but just from watching friends play and some of the stuff they struggled with, up-to-date gear makes a big difference. Having good skills for your weapon and playstyle makes a big difference. Oh yeah, also avoiding elemental damage if you're not an elemental weapon is actually pretty important. You want raw damage for non-elemental based weapons, and most weapons are not actually elemental based. I'm trying to think. I know sometimes it's just an adjustment in playstyle and the way you're approaching a fight.
武士殿からは何か聞けたか。
いいえ、これといって。
I guess making sure you're getting a food boost, that's good. Although, honestly, just having a food boost period's enough sometimes. Yeah, speedrunning, god. I've never actually tried speedrunning. The only game I've even considered speedrunning is Sekiro. And that's because Sekiro is just a very tightly designed, very fun game to play. But no, I think speedrunning is super cool. It is not for me. It's just not my thing.
なぜ自陣など。
Also, yeah, as for weapon swapping, it is true that some weapons do a lot better against some monsters than others. But I will say, if you do just want to run Longsword, there is no monster Longsword does poorly against. Like, it doesn't have bad matchups. It has matchups that are better than others, for sure, but there's kind of no such thing as a monster that Longsword is just straight up bad against. Which is part of the reason it's kind of a cool weapon. And part of the reason that I actually started running it after a while was I'm just like, you know, sometimes I just want something that is a nice go-to for every situation. I still like bow a lot, though.
何を隠している。
Yeah, speedrunning is a whole nother beast.
教えてくれ。
Plus, I don't like the glitch heavy speedruns either. And I mean, I know that there's other kinds, glitchless and whatever, but I don't know. The glitch speedruns just don't seem fun. Anyways, Father's Bell Charm. Bell Charm previously owned by the Owl. The Owl held this bell for a long time. Offering at the dilapidated temple may result in seeing a different memory than before. There's no way of knowing why this protected bell exists. Perhaps the Owl kept it for himself. Perhaps he meant to give it to someone. Good question, actually. Who knows?
きっとフクロウ殿の亡骸からこぼれ落ちたものでしょう。フクロウ殿とあなたは
But yeah.
絵にしが
I'm thinking of going back to Monster Hunter World, partly because Monster Hunter Rise came out, and it looks really fun, and I kind of want to play it. But I get the feeling that I should finish up World before moving on to the next game, because there's a bunch of shit that came out after I stopped playing. Including, like, some super mega big bosses that honestly look pretty fun.
お気をつけて。
But I don't know.
狼
late game Monster Hunter, like late game Iceborne specifically, especially, just you die so fast. There's some, especially against like tempered elder dragons, where you get hit once, it combos you with the second attack before you can actually get up, and now you're just dead. Like 100 to nothing, even with health boost, good armor, and some defense. Like, that's not fun. It doesn't feel fun or fair. Which is why I stopped playing Iceborne. Because I kind of got tired of that. I was running out of content. The only thing I even had left at the time was Furious Rajang, and Furious Rajang can suck a dick. People like Rajang. I kind of get it, but at the same time I kind of don't. That was weird. Oh shit, I'm on fire. Ouch. Oh god, he's gonna summon his dogs? He's not gonna summon his dogs. Cool. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Press the attack. Shit! Okay, I can heal up. Fuck you, no dogs. No dogs! I think. Block that. Goomba Stomp. Finish it. Yeah, you get... Like, if you think the... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. If your armor's not, like, fully up-to-date defensively, especially at the point of the game you're at, you'll super hard get one-tapped by a lot of stuff. But if your armor is up-to-date in base world, you can generally avoid the one-hit combos. But you hit a certain point in Iceborne, it's just like, no. There is no avoiding it. You get hit, you fucking die. Sometimes even just a roar is enough. Like, monster roars, it staggers you long enough, and the roar is short enough they get another attack in. Oh look, they hit you. Oh look, they hit you again while you're staggered. Now you're dead. Like, that's just not fun. And some monsters don't do that, but some do. Some do it real bad. Where's the axe? There's the axe. I need to upgrade the axe. I am not on the axe. I'm gonna have to lure this guy out. Ah, this is a right pain in the ass. Come on. Oh shit, I'm in the fire. Oh shit. Alright, see ya. Ah, yeah, early mornings are no fun. Best of luck. Man, I'm getting kind of nostalgic about Monster Hunter now. I should probably pay a little more attention. Hey. Die. And Monster Hunter World. I don't have the... I mean, there's a lot of, like, veteran Monster Hunter players that played all the previous games, have their own opinions on it and the changes, and I feel like a lot of them are like, oh, this is... I think, oh, this part, I don't like this, like... I get not liking some of the changes, but a lot of them I've come to it, and I'm just like, this is just better, man. Like, I know people actually complained about the... how to put it? Smoother gameplay. And while I do get that, I still think the game is just better with a smoother gameplay. I should be... I wish I should have just gone for the backstab on this guy from the start. Fortunately, spear kinda just ends it. As this part has changed. This is the only time you're gonna see me use a sugar. Because to get past this bit, you wanna... the best way uses a sugar. I shouldn't say it's the only time I'm gonna use a sugar, that's probably not true. I can think of one other place I use a Gachin's sugar. And sometimes I'll use the attack sugars, but... yeah, here, with the sugar, you can just sneak by this jerk. He doesn't see you. Ah, fuck. I did not get past them well enough. I'm gonna run. And you can sneak up on... I forget exactly how I do it, but I know you can use a sugar there and sneak up. Oh, jeez. They have a long memory. Don't want to set myself on fire. I'm gonna take out their subordinate, or their jerk faces over here. It looks like they've forgotten me. I can use that to my advantage. They're stuck. Wonderful. I can sneak up on that, I think. Oh, that's wild. And a puppeteer one. And I'm now getting backstabbed by my puppet. He's already dead. You're just trying to hit me now, you asshole? Where'd the other one go? Oh god, he's running off to fight those jerks. Whatever, have fun with that. Where did the other one? Okay, just back up there. Oh nice, he's getting kills. You go, dude. Or maybe he died, I don't actually know. Alright, works out in the end. Playing like a ninja tends to do that. Even if you fuck up, play like a ninja and you can make it work in the end. Alright, he died. Alright, this next part, I don't think sugar can let you get a backstab. But it's worth a try. Eavesdrop. Oh, the big reveal! Owl was the one who let the bandits into the Hirata state and gave them the info. He was plotting this betrayal from the beginning. Probably. And he was working with the Central Ministry, or the Interior Ministry. The bandits, Owl, and the Interior Ministry were colluding on the whole thing. And even the frickin' bandit is like, yo, Owl's just a total crook, man. Now, we're gonna try and sneak up on them with the sugar. I don't think it's gonna work, but it's worth a try. Ah, it almost worked. I think if we were a bit faster, it could have. Actually, maybe if we took out this guy. But I feel like taking him out actually alerts them, so probably not. Uh-oh. We're gonna go for this guy, too. And we're gonna resort to my tried and true technique in this situation. Tethers. You just run out. They'll follow you a certain distance. Fat Boy tends to follow you less far than Ninja Boy. Pajama Ninja. Okay, Pajama Ninja, if you're not actually gonna fight back, you're just gonna die. Alright, easy Pajama Ninja kill. And then you can just retreat. Oh, wow! You are tethering way farther out than you normally do. Interesting. That doesn't matter. He will eventually forget about us. Yep, there it goes. He forgets. And we go back in. Oopsies! Oopsies indeed. Okay. Oops. I shouldn't have. Ah, got it off anyways. Ah, and I don't mean to just jump sideways, but... Goomba Stomp. Spiral Sphere because it's fun. I don't even think it's especially good on this guy. Actually, flames, or the flamethrower works pretty well on this enemy type. Or at least the not fire-based one that we'll eventually get to. Because I think it takes like 2 shots to burn them. And burns pretty strong. Burns pretty strong is an understatement. Burns kind of OP. Yeah, these jerks are around the edges to prevent sneak attacks, but honestly, sneaking attacking is harder here anyways. Because of the way they have each other to watch their... Masanari and Drunk Boy have each other to watch their backs. Can you not? Okay. Ashina Sake. The last bottle, I do believe. The only one left to give to is Emma. And we see our samurai friend here is fucking dead. R.I.P. Samurai Bro, he was no help this time. His memory goes a bit differently, after all. Wait, what the fuck are you doing here? I do not remember you being here. That could just be because I'm out of it and don't remember properly, but... Whatever, you're dead. Sugar. Arrow dickhead. Other arrow dickhead. Fulminated mercury. I'm pretty sure there's nothing back here this time around, if we've already cleared it out, but I'm gonna check anyways. Yeah. If you already cleared it, nothing else spawns here. Not in this memory. Did they change this in the last update? I don't think they did, but... Some of this I'm like, I don't remember that. I do remember him, though. Could just be I'm misremembering things. Always possible. It has been a while. Well, Makiriing was mistimed, and Makiri's a little finicky, so... Oh no, I am dead. What am I gonna do? Fuck you. That's what I should actually heal. There we go. Hit, 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 hit. Hit him, or just get stabbed. Shuriken, we just need one more hit. There it goes. Poorly done, not smooth at all, but a win's a win. There's a decent chance we die and lose a bunch of money here. So let's go spend some. Let's go spend some. The only thing we really have left to spend on that I can remember is what's Lady Butterfly's kunai, and this. It cost 5k, but coin purses are a thing. 2k, 3k, 4k. 5k. And 1. Ooh. I might lose that 1 sen. Can't have that. We're not even going to use the damn mask, but I'm going to get it anyways. Okay. Arguably, we're doing this a bit early. At least in the sense that it did probably better off doing it a little later on, but oh well. Actually, I lied. We do still have money to spend on upgrades, but we're not hurting for money. And yes, you can't actually. You have to talk to him at a certain distance.
戦場で拾った飢えた狼がよもやここまでになるとはな。
父上。
まこと惜しい。だが切るぞ。
Starting out with a bang. Oh shit! Okay, I gotta cancel it in time. And if you use the prosthetic, he has something to comment about it. Uh-oh. He's seen the prosthetic before. He knows the sculpting. As you can see, his moveset's a little different, but shares some stuff with his great shinobi version. Music's super cool. I really like this fight. I think, honestly, as much as I struggle with them sometimes, Owl has really cool fights. Oh, I should have let that move go through. It's pretty cool looking. Oh, I should show off what he'll do with that attack sometimes. Depending on how you act. That was close. Oh. If you get hit by that, you take a shit ton of damage. Oh, I forgot I was gonna show that off. Oh well. Nope, no regenning. Yeah, if you try to dodge to the side there, he changes up what the attack is. That he uses Shadow Rush. You can Makiri it if you time it right. He'll show you his true power. It's funny, in some ways I actually find this phase easier. Although it does have its difficulties compared to the other one. This attack's pretty annoying. He adds shurikens to that. Honestly though, the biggest problem with this phase is that he has a tendency to disappear in the middle of your attacks. That's just plain irritating, like that. But these little attacks are often a way to get it in a hit if you don't time it poorly, like I do. Or I should say if you're fast about it. Man, my deflects are not on point. Got it that time. Alright, we're getting good health damage. One, two... Nope, I was too slow in the attack, so I didn't get to the second one. In time. And yeah, like, if you time it right, you can just back off and... Oh god, fuck me, I'm dead. Missed the deflect. Not allowed. That was dumb. Oh, I'm not gonna use spear. I'm actually gonna pop race. Ah, you can Mikiri that, but he wasn't. He missed his attack, so I didn't get to. That's funny. If you time it right, you can go under the shurikens and get some damage in. A lot of the trick to this fight is keeping the pressure on. I was deflecting. Gotcha.
Saraba.
The feeling is not entirely unpleasant. Both of his death lines are basically praising you, essentially, which I think is pretty cool. Owl's a crook, but he's not totally evil. He's not totally bad. Yeah. Foster father. The foster father confronted in old memories was a man in his prime. I actually find Owl Father easier than Great Shinobi, potentially. Kind of depends on the mood I'm in and how I'm playing, I think. Alright, Aromatic Flower. Flower of the Everblossom that bloomed in an old memory. Granted by Takeru, who took the branch from the divine realm as a parting relic. One who seeks purification may impart the dragon tears and these flowers to the divine heir of the dragon heritage, thus severing the shackles that bind the immortal bearer of dragon's blood. Yes, it unlocks one of the 4 endings. But hands attack power. We won't be doing that ending. It's a fine ending, but as the endings go, I think it's actually my least favorite. We do this for the beads and the attack power. Owl took in the hungry cub on a whim and raised him as a shinobi. The process was so engrossing that he hoped they might enjoy a true battle to the death someday. He got his wish, if only in an old... Next, let's visit Ishin. Let's see if he has anything for me. And even if he doesn't, there's something to be found. Let's also give Emma something to drink. She's still at the, right. We'll head there later. This closes again because it doesn't want to let you skip the owl fight by going in through this window. What's this? This wasn't here last time. Black scroll. An old text describing a black mortal blade. In addition to the red mortal blade, there exists one that is black in color. The blade's name is Open Gate, and is said to hold the power to open a gate to the underworld. It's through this power that it creates life. I beseech you, make offerings for the dragon's blood. Why is this here? To explain some bullshit that's going to happen later. That's it. This is just, there's a reason for that bullshit. We didn't totally just pull it out of our ass.
時に赤炉極めたか。はおお、確かにな。赤炉。やはりお主には人斬りの才がある。
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
帯じゃ。取っておけ。
You're really good at killing. That's fantastic, says the old man. Unique text of legendary Ashina Mushin compound style. Young Ishin would stop at nothing in his lust for power, and this single-minded search for strength ended in him taking Ashina for his own. This is a result of combining techniques from the styles he encountered. This drive defined Ishin's achievements, and as such, this text will never be finished. That's kind of cool. And I do like that it's... Ishin's character is basically just... He has values. He does have values. But his main goal is basically just buff. He's very anime in that sense, but I think he's anime done right. Ishin is Goku if Goku wasn't kind of shit. I say pissing probably a lot of people off, but whatever. Goku's shit. Fight me. I was like, this drive defined Ishin's achievements, and as such, this text will never be finished. I thought we'd already given him all sake. Guess not. Well, we hadn't given him Dragon Spring anyways. But I thought we'd given him Ashina.
勝ち戦の時はこうして飲んだものよ。芦名衆の皆でな。
国取り戦の芦名衆。
国取りか。取られたものを取り返したまでよ。
それは
もともとこの芦名は我ら芦名衆が暮らす地じゃった。源から流れいずる水、それをこよなく愛する民じゃ。ゆえにさ、うまいじゃが、うまいじゃが、我らは異端、そして弱い民じゃった。当然に蹂躙され、
This might be where his single-minded lust.
源の水を祀ることすら許されぬ。そのざまでは、うまい酒を飲んでもまことには酔えぬ。
だが世が乱れた。
ああ、日の元の乱れが。この人死に絶えぬ戦の炎がひとたびは好機となり国取りを果たした。だが今は七にある。
A bitter thing indeed.
皮肉なことよ。
Okay. Oh, there's much else here for us. No, we can't give Emma the drink. Did we already give Emma Ashina sake? I'm in trouble remembering what sake they're given to whom. Also in trouble remembering where to get them all. I know I've gotten some Dragon Spring. Gave it to the sculptor. We cleared out the sculptor's sakes. Anyways. This text unlocks this bullshit. I think that's from Senpo. Or is it from Ashina style? Oh, we'll know if we get this. I'm gonna grab this just cause. That unlocks the Ashina Cross. And that one's Ashina Cross. So this is from Senpo, like I thought. Temple Arts. Grab virtuous deed. What was devotion again? Oh yeah, increase the time Buddhist candy. That could actually be useful. We'll pick it up if we can. First, leaping kicks. Which actually we might not be able to. Let's see. Ah yes, we have rice to use. Last thing I'm gonna... Like I said, it's gonna be a short stream today. Last thing I'm gonna do is... the Fruits of the Serpent's quest. Ahem.
巫女の忍びお待ちしていました。さ
Gift rice.
あ、お米
あ
ほ
Ho.
あ
Rice.
礼を
はいしまた
Nom. I need more rice, but she doesn't look like she's doing so well.
巫女の忍びよくおいでくださいました。
どうした？
大事ありません。それより今お米を
待て。顔色が優れぬ。ゆっくり休め。
はいわかりました。
何かあるか？何か欲しいものはあるか？
では柿を食べたいです。
わかった。
I can give you a persimmon. Gift.
柿だ。
誠に取ってきてくださったので
Yes,
す
it
ね。
was. I had to travel long and to dangerous parts to obtain this persimmon.
いただきます。
It's very rare. Persimmons are extremely valuable, you know. This is why the merchant sells persimmons, just in
美味
case.
しいです。
Even get a persimmon from Big Boy's Quest.
お手を
だが
もう大丈夫です。
She's like, just fucking
お
do
手
it.
を
わかった。
豊かな実りをあなたに
Ross.
礼を言います。いただいた
Oh,
柿
right, I
の
didn't
おか
need
げ
to
で
eat the rice before
たく
this.
さん実ったようです。よければ流飲の巫女にも差し上げてください。
I think you can double up on rice. I could be wrong, actually. Can't you? Shit. I don't know. Yeah, I think if I didn't eat the rice last time, I think I would have come back here and still given her a persimmon, then get another rice, and then get the snow. But whatever, doesn't matter. I mean, it might matter, but probably won't. Rice for Kuro, rice that is spilled forth in the hands of the divine child of rejuvenation, intended to be a gift for Kuro. Rice is precious. I want nothing more than for the divine heir of the dragon's heritage to get better. Kuro would likely be pleased to receive it. Well, we must give it to him, then. Now, Kuro is also going to give us something nice. No, excuse me.
戻ったか、狼よ。
はい。九郎様に預かり物がございます。
預かり物？
これを。
It's rice.
これは米か。
He's like, the fuck?
はい。先方寺の巫女が九郎様にと。
そうか。それはありがたい。良き米と見える。
Low laugh.
実にツヤツヤしておる。
噛むとはもう
It's
ござい
real
ます。
nice
噛
rice.
む？狼
Well,
よ。
rice tastes a lot better
米
when
は
it's
炊い
cooked.
て食べた方がうまいぞ。
は
You know, if it's just like, sure.
そなた、甘いものは好きか？
何でも食べまする。
ならば、嫌いではないのだな。よし。
よし。
そなたに良いものを作ってやろう。
良いものとは。
それはお楽しみじゃ。
Alright. Gonna go rest. Whoosh. This is a bit close, but okay.
待っておったぞ、狼よ。
This is a little weird.
さあ、手を出すがよい。
は
I'm not into this. Sweet rice ball. Sweet, sticky rice ball made by Kuro using rice from the child of rejuvenation. Slowly grants medium vitality recover and constant posture recovery. It's pretty good. Once, when the wolf was starving, his father wordlessly handed him a rice ball. It was astoundingly delicious. This one is sure to taste just as good.
これは
おはぎじゃ。千宝寺の巫女殿にいただいたお米でこさえたのだ
Rice
ぞ。
balls feature very heavily,
Sa,
I should say
遠
heavily,
慮はいらぬ。
prominently in
食うて
this.
みよ。
Also, you can't eat it because you have two. Or if you want to keep an extra one, you don't have to. I usually recommend don't, and you do get a dialogue for that, but to be nice, we're gonna eat it.
うまい。
Oh my.
そうであろう、そうであろう。狼よ、私のおはぎはどうじゃった？
うもうございました。
であろう。幼き頃から菓子を作るのが好きでな。平田のお屋敷でもよく炊事場に入り込ん
You
でい
also
た
get
も
a
のだ。
dialogue if you don't eat the rice ball where he's like, oh, too
伊
shy,
藤
are
が
you?
できたら
That's fine too.
茶屋でも開くかの。
Okay. Head back to the sanctum. What do you have to say?
巫女にお米を渡していただけま
I
した
did.
か？
あ、もらった米を巫女様がおはぎにしてくださった。
まあ、流院の巫女がご自身でそのようなことを。
とても張り切っておられた。そしてとてもうまかった。
とてもうまかった。
それは良かったです。ああ、そうか。流院の巫女もまた人なのですね。なんとは当たり前のことか。節立ちもきっと故に迷い、それでも選ばれたのでしょうね。巫女の忍びよ、一つ聞きたいのですが。
なんだ。
巫女様の名はなんと？
九郎様だ。
九郎様。
クル様。
とても良い響き。
Doesn't know.
いつか
It's kind of boring if you ask me.
お会いしたいものです。
Or perhaps one day you will. You see, after we rest, she disappears. Now, normally you'd ask where she could have gone, but I know where she's gone. I've played this game before. And to be honest, it's not like there's a lot of places she can go. We never talked to this loser, and I'm gonna keep it that way. He has nothing interesting to say. He just gives you hints on the boss.
私はあの方たちを失いたくない。けれど流院をお返しする
She's
道、
talking to the ghosts.
それを選べば皆と別れることになるかもしれません。
The living is
そう
more
言
important
って
than the dead.
くれるのですね。いいえ、皆。
Oh, that was funny.
あのお方は本当にお優しいのですよ。これを渡してくださったのも。
おい。
Oi.
巫女の忍び
Oh, that was
い
a
ら
good
してい
photo
た
up
ので
here.
すね。
Hello there.
おかげで友達と深く語らうことができました。
How goes?
落ちの巫女たちか。
はい、
それであなたにお伝えしたいことがあります。
Yeah, give me your damn fetch
留
quest
飲を
already.
断つのではなく、あるべき場所にお返しする道について。
留飲を返す。
そうです。留飲は故郷を放たれ、
I think its homeland is applied to be China, but it's never stated outright.
あるべきではない場
The
所に
dragon is very
あるべき
Chinese.
ではないものがある。ゆえに我らのような歪んだ命を生み出そうとする者が絶えぬのでしょう。留飲や
God, the voice acting in the
留
Japanese
飲に
is
連なる我ら
much
は
better than in the English.
と帰るべきなの
Especially
です
for her.
西へ。
Her voice in the English
神なる
version
竜
is
の故郷
not
へと。
good at all.
いかにしてたどり着くか、それがまだわかりません。
定かなことを
That's not good.
知る者は
先方商人ならば、あるいは
Or
それは誰だ。
この先方寺の開祖です。弱い
that'd be
は
pretty old
果
then.
たしていいかほどか。
Guys, give me the damn fetch
体
quest
内く
already.
ぐりのうちにこもっています。巫女の忍びよ。
なんだ。
これは不死立ちとはまた異なる道。ゆえ
It's
に
the good ending.
無理にとは申しません。
Arguably.
も
What's
し
your definition of a good
留
ending?
飲を返す道を望まれるならば、先方商人よりその術を聞き出していただけぬでしょうか。
考えておこ
I'll think about it. Thus responded probably just because the game doesn't want to force you into anything. Oh man. Anyways. Let's a goal. That makes me put my stupid sword away again. Gotta go to the old dude's dead body again. Oh, not a big problem. Dink. Although this run is a tad dull, perhaps. Now this is where it was interesting. As the body we saw before, where the Senpo priest was already, or was still alive. The head priest was still alive. It seemed to be the head priest at least. And yet the body was there. An oversight? A clue? Who can say? I do wonder if Sekiro is actually going to get a sequel. I think you absolutely could. I think this is a game that's best out of all the Souls games, Dark Souls included, that is best set up for a sequel. I don't think Dark Souls should have had a sequel. I don't think Bloodborne should have a sequel, although I love Bloodborne. I think you could make a Sekiro sequel. Anyways. Holy Chapter Dragon's Return. Sacred passage on a path to enlightenment. Undying, I pray for the dragon's return. Undying, lo, let us wait an age, for the divine air to assimilate the cold dragon tears, for the cradle to consume the pair of serpentine fruits. The cradle endure, giving him shelter, granting his return to the west. Basically just telling you, here's how you get the good ending. Which is interesting that this undying bugman, if that is in fact him, was able to die. It's never answered how.
Mikoの忍びよ。もしや先方商人と会ってきていただけたのですか。
死んでいた。
But he
先
was
方
dead.
商人は虫つき。
There is no answer.
何
We
故
do not know.
そのようなことが。
だが書が残っていた。これを
拝見します。
She's like, give me the fruit of the serpents.
蛇垣というも
More
のを
fetch
2
quests
つ
in
く
the
らえば
sense.
流飲の巫女を
This is a bit more interesting of a fetch quest than go run down the way and find this dude's body.
流飲を故郷にお返しすることができる。私がそのゆりかご、私がなりましょう。
How brave of you.
お主しかと読んだのだな。
もちろんです。
I do. That note does make me wonder if the high priest intended for this, but it's
オチ
hard
の
to
巫
say.
女も ただ一人の生き残り、生中には死にませぬ。
Was the intent to create the divine child of rejuvenating waters?
留飲を返す道を望まれ
Search
る
for
な
his
ら
own immortality when you
二つ
seem
の蛇
immortal?
垣をお持ちください。
Or was it to create the
心当たり
cradle?
はあるのか。
おそらくは
No answers.
大蛇より
A
取れるキノか
possibility.
と柿のように赤く染まっていると言います。巫女の忍び、
I have.
ああ、手に入れた。
この赤き様、確かに柿とはよく申したものですね。
If you say so.
誠に食らうのか。
もちろんです。そうすれば我が体は留飲をお返しするためのゆりかごとなりましょう。ただあなたの前でそれをするのははばかられます。
She doesn't want to
時を
eat
置いて
giant snake
Mata
god
oide
viscera in front of us, huh? Not sure I blame her. So we rest again. And suddenly the door is closed. Lolly suffering noises. We'll go with that. By the way, you can actually, since you can get the persimmons before actually fighting Owl, you can get to this point before having to choose Owl or the bad end. Or fight Owl or do the bad end. But you can't get to the part after this until beating Owl. I know because I've tried. Which means you can't have fine snow for the final boss of the bad end. Anyways. Her eyes are now red and spooky.
そこに
Or
いらっ
empty,
しゃるのですか。
arguably.
お
And she is
主、
blind.
目が。
やはりいらしてくださったのですね。巫女の忍びよ、私はゆりかごとなれたようです。手を
Let's
取
see if I
っ
can
て
get
い
a
ただ
better
けますか。
view of her eyes in a bit.
これは。
ひんやりと
It is cold.
氷室のようでございましょう。だからほら、私の涙もこぼれ落ちる間に凍てついてしまう。
Now that's a little weird.
この氷涙をお授けしましょう。
Frozen tears. Tears that are shed by the divine child of rejuvenation once she became the cradle. They are but frozen drops. By having Kuro drink both the dragon tears and frozen tears, the cradling ritual can be performed. Cold dragon tears are just that.
氷涙か。
Amazing.
もしや。
はい、おそらくは冷たい竜の涙が指すのは竜の涙とともにこの氷涙を飲んでいただくことかと。さすればきっと九郎様にゆりかごに宿っていただくことが叶うでしょう。
Oh, that's a bit weird. You can kind of see her eyes. The focus is just bad. Oh well. I'm sure I could binoculars it or nightjar telescope it, but meh. Alright, now I have a couple options. It's getting late anyways. I was considering doing the head list before wrapping up, but that really doesn't sound fun. But I don't want to end quite here. It's kind of a shitty place to end. So I think what we're gonna do is make our way to the Divine Realm first. Then call it. Which actually, there's, as it happens, there's a boss at the start of the Divine Realm. Let's go. Hop. Oh, this part's weird. This part's real weird. So we go into the wedding processional, as they called it. This tattered old wedding thing. We lay down the mortal braid. We lay down the mortal braid. We lay down the mortal blade. We pray, and a giant rope thing comes down and grabs/squishes us. It's a giant rope monster. And by giant, I mean fucking huge. And it's gonna carry us to the Divine Realm, where the palace is. What the fuck is this giant rope monster? Why does it do this? Where does it come from? What the bloody hell is going on? None of these are answered. Maybe there's some Japanese myth I'm missing out on. Maybe it's just weird. I don't fucking know. Also, it sort of just dies. I have no clue what's up with any of this. Don't ask. Just climbing on it like, well, that was weird. But this place is super pretty. So who cares, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna take rice off. So I'm not tempted to use it because I want to save the rice for something later. Pellet. Jump up the rope monster. And prepare for a boss fight. Because yes, they're going to throw a boss at you right at the start here. And this boss is kind of a pain in the ass, but there is a way to actually insta-kill two of its first two phases. I don't know. I've done it once. I've completely forgotten how the fuck you do it. So I'm gonna just like try random shit and see if it works. It did not. Corrupted monk. Not an illusion this time. Also 3 health bars. Because fuck you. I was slow there. That was a bit. I was hitting deflect, but I forgot that she does a double attack there. Hit. You've got to be fucking with me. Stab. Another life bar. She's gonna pull this bullshit. Let me fly up here. See here, you can death blower, insta-killing phase 2. Don't deal with that crap. Find confetti. The centipede comes out. She also completely stops staggering in this phase. And does a centipede vomit that's pretty annoying and inflicts tear. So we're gonna pop our purple gourd if I don't go completely past it. Gives him tear resistance. That centipede vomit's annoying. Because you have to dodge it, but there's no way to tell if it's gonna be that or a sweep. Well, I shouldn't say that. You can kind of tell, but it's not immediately there. It takes a minute. She also has almost no posture regen. She's easily enough taken out. It's just irritating, and it is, if you're not careful, you can definitely lose. I've had a run where my only full death in the entire run was to this bitch. That felt bad. True monk. A corrupted monk guarded the bridge leading to the Fountainhead Palace. Dragon's Tallyboard. Tallyboard cards from a large piece of jade. Possessing this increases the stocks that can be purchased in merchants' shops. Such a tallyboard is highly prized with merchant class. Old custom dictates that those of dragon rank are recognized as supreme merchants by the Imperial Palace, and to be given the best possible treatment. That's a little weird, but okay, whatever. It's more of a gameplay thing than anything else. Alright, I think that's a decent place to stop. We've opened the option for 2 additional endings. We killed the boss. The true monk. Corrupted monk was among the infested. Standing over the Fountainhead Palace? Indeed. Or, was among the infested, standing over the Fountainhead Palace. Indeed, immortality would seem a fitting quality for the eternal watcher of the palace. Her true name is Priestess Yao. Attack power has been enhanced. Yeah. We beat a boss. Beat 2 bosses. We got 2 additional endings. And we're on the last little bit. This very beautiful area ahead of us is the last area in the game. Sort of. So, next time, we're going to clean up the headless, make sure we get all the sake, and maybe, just maybe, we'll finish the game off. See you then.